What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael, and I hope you are having an awesome day. So, SABATON-Night Wishes animated story video. I had done the music video, super awesome song. I mean, the animation was just cool. There's so much you can do with animation in the future, especially in a time where, everything was kind of put on pause, so we might see a delay in music videos. But anyways, you guys recommended that I check out the fuller or the longer version of this, so I'm doing that because guess what? SABATON is amazing, history is awesome, and who doesn't want to watch an animated story video? Anyways, drop a like, let's go.
The Germans are resting behind the lines of the Eastern Front, their tents in neat rows. All is in order in the quiet and still of the night. It's cold, and the winter snow crunches under the jackboot of a guard. Looking up into the sky, the snow starts to drift down.
They seriously did an amazing job with the animation. Like the lifelike features of an animation, like you're just feeling like it's real even though it's animated. It's just unbelievable.
Peaceful here. Was that a noise from the sky? No, it's just the wind. Suddenly, piercing the still of the night, there's an otherworldly scream and a whoosh as a dark form speeds by. And was that a woman's laughter in the distance? There are no engine sounds, and the suddenly fearful German soldier loses his footing and whispers under his breath, "Die Nachthexen." The world is all at once a bloom of fire and ash, and two more dark forms pass without a sound. Hearing the whooping and celebration of these supernatural creatures, the guard shakes himself from his fear and calls out, "Die Nachthexen! Die Nachthexen! The Night Witches!" In the sky, above, three planes of the soon-to-be-famous 588th Night Bomber Regiment, their engines now running, turn east for home. Time to rearm and refuel for another mission. Coming into land, they're greeted by their Commissar, Yevdokia Rashkevich. The young girls that form the pilots and navigators are between the ages of 17 and 26. They are desperate to take the fight to the Germans and have traveled from all over Russia to join the all-women regiments. The 588th is where the least skilled of all the women are placed, but that didn't stop them from carving their name in history. In the early days, they relied.
Can you imagine starting a propeller by basically, you literally are pulling it down to manually start a propeller? But as far as the video goes, even the background music, like it's really bringing you in. This is almost like a motivational video in the sense of like it's creating that impending emotion, impending fear. And we're seeing that, and it's just, it's that video you want to watch in the morning.
Largely ridiculed by the Soviet men. Given men's uniforms that were too big and shoes all of the same size, the women did the best they could with the clothes, making them fit with belts or filling the large men's shoes with stuffing. The equipment they were given was woefully out of date. The Polikarpov PO2 was a two-man trainer, underpowered and made of cloth and wood. These old string bags were nicknamed crop dusters, or even worse, sewing machines due to the noise their tiny engines made. But the women of the 588th ignored the taunts, and despite the odds, turned the plane's shortcomings to their advantage. The planes at maximum speeds were far below the stall speeds of any of the German fighters. Giving them a tight turning circle, they were almost impossible to hit. They were susceptible to small arms fire and anti-aircraft guns, so their strategy was to attack in threes, with a navigator in each plane. At her signal, the pilot would cut the engines and swoop in slowly, silently, dropping their bombs, dealing death from above. Unexpected, undetected, stealth perfected. If necessary, the other two would draw fire from the fighters or from the ground. They slept during the day and rose at dusk to take their vengeance on the invaders. This unnatural bravery and their stealth tactics earned them their title, the Night Witches.
So cool.
The German ace, Johannes Steinhoff, said, "We simply couldn't grasp that the Soviet airmen that caused us the greatest trouble were in fact women. These women feared nothing."
Hey. I love it. So watching it the second time around, having this, amazing build up to giving the brief history of what's going on, we got the motivational music and everything, and then watching this just makes it so much better than the first time around. Oh! That guitar solo right there. I like it. Nice. Yeah, you throw that gun. Ooh, the background like echo and everything going on. Ooh.
32 women, both pilots and navigators, never came home. The 588th became highly decorated and respected, flying more than 23,000 sorties, dropping over 3,000 tons of bombs.
Sheesh.
23 night witches were awarded the Hero of the Soviet Union, although they were disbanded just 6 months after the war and not allowed to fly in the victory parade, given their planes were so slow. From 1956, after she retired from active service, their commissar, Yevdokia Rashkevich, took it upon herself to find the site of every single one of her girls that was downed, to mark the place and to pay her respects to each one of the incredibly brave night witches.
Wow. I mean, that right there is incredibly powerful, incredibly cool. You have the commander of the unit, and you're seeing these individuals that you're developing a relationship with, and they become your friends, and then they're really good friends, and then there's that bond of being in combat, and then you take it upon yourself to find out where all of them died, and then to kind of pay respect to their graves. Like, that is incredibly cool, and it's an amazing way to summarize this. And I'm so glad that Sabaton went and made a song about night witches, because before hearing this song in Sabaton, watching the history, I don't know, a month ago, I had never heard about them before. Yet we're seeing the impact that they had, and it was both genders serving in this war. There was just so much going on, and obviously there's a lot of chaos and a lot going on, but it's important that this gets light as well. But anyways, Sabaton-Night Wishes animated story video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to subscribe. Let me know what else you guys would like me to react to. Leave the links in the comments below. Turn on those bell notifications to drop a like. But anyways, stay healthy, stay happy, and have a blessed day. Peace.